Can you believe it's been 4 years since we finished the last Tiny Guns? 4 years! So much has happened in that time, so much change. But one thing that never changed was the desire in the hearts of Sam and I to create Tiny Guns 3. You see, one of the beauties of the Tiny Guns universe is that it can be set in whatever genre is inspiring. And one of the genres that has inspired Sam and I over the years has been World War II action films. Films like Saving Private Ryan, Inglourious Basterds, Fury, and many more. So our hope for Tiny Guns 3 was simple. Do it bigger, do it better, and set it in World War II. Now, since moving to Texas in 2020, producing things remotely has brought its challenges. But inside of every challenge is an opportunity, and being out here has been an amazing opportunity to build relationships with some incredibly talented YouTubers. Learning their skills and seeing how we could pair that with what we do at Corridor has finally created the perfect storm of talent and abilities, so that 4 years after our last Tiny Guns, we've finally pulled off Tiny Guns 3, our biggest war movie with the tiniest guns. Tiny Guns 3 is an extra special project for me this year, not only because I'll be producing the entire thing remotely from our LA studio, but also because it's the first serious creative challenge that I've taken on in several years. Back in January, I began script writing and bouncing iterations off Sam, Nico, and my friend Eli from Unsubscribe. You might remember him from Tiny Guns 2.
See you in hell, you sons of bitches.
Sam, Nico, and Eli were, let's say, creatively critical. And this is exactly what you want when writing. You need good creative partners who will tell you honestly what they think. So after 5 months of back and forth and 6 complete rewrites, we ended up with version 12 of Concept 6. Another key aspect of keeping things shootable is to make sure that a story is location ambiguous while it develops. We knew our story was going to be set in World War II France, but beyond that, we didn't go into specific detail while the story was developing. Another friend we have out here is Matt Carricker. If you haven't seen his videos, I highly recommend you check them out. Last year, this crazy dude purchased an abandoned resort just so we could film Tiny Guns 3. And it happens to look perfectly like a war zone. I mean, seriously, what a nice guy. And because we had kept our story location ambiguous up to this point, it meant that we could craft our story to fit the location we had, rather than trying to craft our location to fit our story. Okay, so we've got our locations and we've got our army of YouTubers, but what about the guns? You see, this is a World War II accurate Thompson submachine gun, but something's off about it. It's too big. Yes, that's more like it. Look at how cool this thing is. This is perfect. And the only place to get a piece like this is Goat Guns, the sponsor of today's episode. But even if they didn't sponsor this episode, we still would have went to Goat Guns for this project. We used them on Tiny Guns 2 and we're super impressed with them. The die-cast articulating miniatures are so accurately scaled and detailed that you can break them apart and rebuild them just as you would the real thing. And the piece that I'm most excited about for Tiny Guns 3 is their miniature M1 Garand. It's got the adjustable sights, ejectable end block clip, real leather sling, and the operating action. And I gotta say, they absolutely nailed it. Goat Guns has an entire line of different pieces that make great gifts and are a joy to build and to collect. So if you want to get a collection started for yourself or a loved one, check out goatguns.com, link in the description. That's goatguns.com, and tell Sarge the boys at Corridor sent ya.
You know, I was just thinking, Matt is a really good guy. I mean, he went out of his way, bought this whole property just so that we could film Tiny Guns on it. The generosity of that man, he's Andrew Carnegie status. I mean, wow, what a guy.
I have a pretty good idea of which areas I want each scene to be in, but it's always important to bounce ideas off other creatives. Gallagher is a talented cinematographer who's going to be shooting all of the gimbal shots, and Owen is a jack of all trades who regularly works with other very talented YouTubers.
I've changed the script a couple times, but I have the most recent version of it.
It's not the same as the one
It's very similar to 07.
07?
What are you on?
I have 03.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm on 09, baby.
That was back when it was set in World War I.
This is Vietnam now, boys!
So we're gonna walk around and go through each thing, okay?
The first location was a no-brainer. The burned down property sits right at the edge of a cliff with an amazing view of the river, and since the opening shot of the film was going to be a forced perspective shot of the Eiffel Tower, the edge of the stairs makes for a perfect spot to achieve this. The other two locations had a very rugged feel to them, with plenty of open space for dynamic camera moves during the action scenes.
Let's do the first German position in here.
Yeah.
Because then they come out and they advance.
There's also less sandbags for like the few sandbags in the window versus a whole fucking mortar pit.
This guy's...
I've done sandbags before. They suck.
Dude, I bought 600.
Oh, it was like 16 at the most right there.
You know, the thing that I love about Matt Carricker is not only did he buy this whole place so that we could film Tiny Guns, he also set up all this dirt because he knew that we were going to need to load sandbags. I mean, the guy's just always 2 steps ahead. Love that guy.
Filling sandbags is an unfortunate reality for any war, and apparently war film, and we spared no expense this time around with each location needing its own custom bunker.
Oh, by here now. Rusty by here now. If you've ever worked with sandbags, one thing you figure out quickly is that they don't go very far. So we're using whatever we can find around this location to help build this area up and make it look more fortified. I think we'll be able to finish this area today. That leaves 2 more for tomorrow. That still puts us on track to keep this thing on schedule.
Okay, it's 4:35 in the morning right now. And Wendy's mad at me because I'm talking because everyone's sleeping, but this is very important. I have to tell you this. Operation In-N-Out is about to begin.
If you're not up rising and grinding, what are you even doing?
Rise and grind, guys. Hashtag grind set. It's a vibe.
So King Trout and I called this little adventure Operation In-N-Out because we had 2 primary objectives and only 2 days to make it happen. Fly into LA and pick up all the costumes and equipment, and then immediately turn around and drive 1,400 miles back to San Antonio. Oh, and we had to make a pit stop so Trout could try one of the best burgers in California, which hence the name Operation In-N-Out.
I mean, it's okay. Well, let's go to Arizona.
Okay, so maybe he wasn't impressed by the burger, but the operation was still a huge success, and we made it back to Texas just in time for Sam and Derek to arrive for one last walkthrough of the set before the production actually started.
Texas is a big state full of many mysteries, and it turns out this huge house burned down, which is perfect. Who knew you had to actually burn things down these days, you know? Like,
Well, you know, it gives it a look you can't get otherwise.
Yeah.
It's that detail, you know?
I mean, you could paint it all black, but
Yeah,
you know,
but
like,
I mean,
let the fire
why
do the
that
work.
when you can just burn it down?
Yeah, right? Yeah, okay. This is like, I feel like I'm in like an Unreal Engine demo, like walkthrough area right now with like all the details that are on this. Like, look at this. This is real life.
Infinite detail, real life.
Did you get your porn hours in?
I got so many porn hours.
Okay, you got your porn hours in?
Everyone here is porn hours certified. I got my porn hours in last month.
Porn hours!
So much porn's going on.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, there's a minimum guarantee. You know, everyone gets at least 3 porn hours when you do Tiny Guns.
Everyone who worked this set to build these sandbags is officially union certified on porn hours.
I forgot all about porn hours.
Sorry, I don't know. It comes back so quickly.
At this point, Sam's creative juices started flowing, and those Gorski winds, well, they started blowing.
I just feel like one more thing in that sequence would really fucking top that off. Something you don't expect to see in that sequence, just from a comedy standpoint.
I don't know if we want to do a goof and gaff moment there. You know, this is like the dramatic time. This is where it gives it character.
If they're running and they're going, oh my God, boom! And if like literally the shot of them exploding is in binocular POV.
Don't mess up too much here, man. This is very particularly placed.
No.
I'm working on a freaking, what are those Japanese gardens? I'm working on one.
A Zen garden?
A Zen garden.
Okay, well, look, I am treading carefully.
Sam does always have great ideas, and you know what they say, when the Gorski winds are blowing, throw up the sails, baby. He ended up showing us a new way to approach the forced perspective shots, and what he came up with was definitely a step up from our previous concepts.
Well, final preparations went awesome, and Sam and I are both very excited. Tomorrow is the big day, so I'll see you then.
So we're all here. It's the morning. We're gonna get into this. We have, I think, more people on this set than any other Tiny Gun shoot before. Like, it's a little intimidating. We haven't had a shoot this big in a while.
We're super excited. Everyone got here. Everyone made it in from their flights. We got all the boys dressing up as Nazis.
This is me? Thank you.
I'm just here for my country, you know, or something like that. Oh, this is heavy, dude. It's gonna be hot here in a couple hours.
So I want you to keep all the characters together. Yeah, also, hey, if y'all just threw the stuff all over, you gotta put back each costume together. Because I didn't, that's why I had them all tied together.
A little bit of a rocky start with the costumes, I'll admit, but it's not the worst thing that could have happened. But on top of that, we have the monster, Caleb Francis, who was playing a German, and he could barely fit into his costume. I mean, this guy is huge.
Perfect.
A little bit. No way.
I don't think that was good.
That's the biggest size?
I mean, we'll see what else we have. There's no way that's coming together. There's no way, dude.
Sorry. Ultra Nazi.
This is the Ubermensch right here.
Sentence in Nazi.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for being here. Honestly, I'm very grateful for all of your time. And obviously Matt, thank you for letting us film here in this location. We've been making a joke all week that you got this whole place just so we could film this.
Definitely did.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, action.
I've been waiting for this all day.
Now, Scott from Kentucky Ballistics has a very interesting story. About 3 years ago, he had a freak accident while filming one of his videos and it almost killed him. Fortunately, he survived and came back even stronger. And when I asked him if we could pay homage to that in Tiny Guns, he was totally on board.
Well, you know, it's something I joke around about all the time. Like, in my videos, it's kind of like, I don't know, my way of dealing with it. Plus, this isn't anywhere near, like, the real thing.
Yeah. You're looking at the gun and you say, oh shit! Like, as if it's sparking and just about to blow up.
Oh, no!
Bigger, like, oh, fuck!
I'm not gonna say that, but...
Oh, God. Okay.
Oh, shoot!
Bigger.
Oh, crap!
Perfect. I think that sells that. Hell yeah. Thank you, man.
No problem. I joke around about it all the time. Like, my neck scar's tingling when I'm around a sketchy gun and stuff like that, you know? Like,
I think you did a great job of, like, showing people how you were dealing with it and how everybody has to deal with stuff like that sometimes in their own life. Yeah. And just, this is what you do. I think that was really positive.
Yeah, life throws curveballs at you, man. You just gotta get back on the horse.
We were off to a great start. Sam's forced perspective shots were coming out exactly as we hoped.
Dude, yeah, we're good. We're good. You nailed it.
All right, sweet.
But the real star of the show was Donut's performance as a German captain.
This is about going from, like, wistful sadness to the glimmer of hope. It's that specific transition.
Hitler!
And then you cut to his face going, oh.
I want to get your murder face, just like, yeah, Eli, go. Big murder face. Mike murder face.
This is body.
All right, Cody, you're just doing this, holding up the locket.
This might look a little bit goofy right now, but remember, we don't pull our VFX gore punches in the Tiny Guns universe, and for these shots, I could think of nobody better than our shining boy, Peter France. Love you, Peter.
I'd show you the rest, but then I'd have to kill you. I think we're gonna snipe Brandon here to start.
This will be the second time that I've sniped Brandon.
Originally, we had Brandon Herrera playing a larger role as an American soldier, but he had some scheduling issues, and we had to make, well, some on-the-fly changes.
All clear!
Sniper! Solid! Love it. That's intense.
Enemy aircraft!
Dude, what the hell happened, Nick?
I don't know. Maybe broke my ankle, we'll see.
You see, you never know what's gonna happen in Tiny Guns. I mean, this is a comedic world, but at the same time, it's very dangerous. I mean, we all saw what happened to Brett in Tiny Guns 1. He tripped and hit his head. So you just have to improvise and get the shots that you can get. So there's 2 shots where we can stunt double him. So thankfully, Aiden, one of our PAs who's out here to also play a German, is gonna jump in an American costume. He's a similar build to Nick. And then we just need Nick to run, or kind of run.
We just need an implied movement. In order to kind of really sell that action, we need to have Jake and Scott near you, basically kind of doing the same thing. 3, 2, 1, fire! So guys, we're gonna kick this off. This is an action scene here. Just kind of like a sweet, high intensity action shot that gets us into the scene. Action! Bang, 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 bang! Bang, 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 bang!
Cut! Jesus, Captain, they're SS.
Alright, so this is as it's clicking. Action.
Bang! Is that all you got, Connor? Come on, dog. Take that strap off and snap your head and make that helmet pop off.
Grandma dies better than that.
Peacefully in her sleep, I hope.
Yeah.
Not like the passengers in her car.
Touche, touche.
Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, Vera. Come on, open up for me, baby. Oh, come on, baby.
We went a little OnlyFans right there for a second.
We decided to cast Garanthum in this scene and take the term Garanthum to a whole new level.
It's a very percussive moment to be clear of what's happening. We're seeing this. We somehow are able to hold that back artificially, so that way we have that shot of it sliding forwards. 3, 2, 1, action.
That's the shot.
That's the shot.
Yeah. Nice. That's called acting, hand acting.
You might have thought I actually lost my thumb.
I didn't. It's acting. What? Oh, you're okay.
And of course, for my boy Eli, we had to give him his anime moment, which we actually came up with on the day.
This is my Goku moment. This is when I go Super Saiyan.
Can you fucking Darth Maul it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. I mean... Perfect. Moving on.
Anime.
Anime. All right, everyone, this is the martini.
Woo! So I'm gonna actually fly the drone past Eli, and Eli's actually gonna swing, which means there's a chance he's gonna hit the drone. Rolling, and Eli, this is all on you. Here we come. Haha, dude, you made me flinch. I was like, get out of the way, he's gonna hit it. All right, that was really good.
All right, everybody, that's a wrap. Woo! Tiny Guns 3.
There we go.
It was an incredible journey putting this project together, and I'm so honored and thankful for all the amazing creators that came down to Texas to be in one of our videos. It was a ton of work, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I learned so much, and if you guys haven't seen Tiny Guns 3, it's out right now. You can go watch it right now on the Quarter channel, and in fact, that's what I'm gonna do. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.